I'm a Japanese player. My English is not good, so I use a translation site. In this video, I will explain my thoughts on how to fight as a raider. This content may not be correct, but I hope it will be of some help. In this match, I used a VPN to match with an American player. I use a paid VPN plan with no speed limit, but I still experience delays from time to time. In this video, the raider loses a match due to a wrong decision. In this game, even if you are good at action games, you can lose. Therefore, both survivors and raiders need to try to create a board state that is advantageous for them. The raider needs to create that board state by himself. It is difficult to notice what and where you made a mistake while playing. When you look back on things after playing, you may notice a few things. For example, if many survivors are equipped with memories of battle, it is difficult for any player to win. I think that such a match was bad luck. There are two main things I think are important when playing a raider. I think it's the same as you. Raising the level and reducing the survivor's resources. First, the higher the raider's level, the stronger he becomes, such as with higher attack power. It's better to have a high level, but in some cases it's effective not to raise the level. If the raider remains at level 2, the survivor cannot get supplies from trucks. This can give you an advantage in the defense phase. However, if there are many level 2 or 3 players among the survivors, this tactic will be a very tough battle. I'm not a very good player, so I don't use this tactic very often. If I advance to the defense phase at level 2, I'll prepare myself and fight at level 2. Next, reduce the survivor's resources. The easiest way is to destroy vending machines and destroy areas. Without resources such as supplies, it's difficult for the survivor to fight the raider for a long time. Even if you use the tactic of collecting supplies in Area X, supplies are limited. Also, this survivor's resource includes Dragon Change. Making a board state where survivors cannot use Dragon Change at important moments is effective in any phase. When playing as a raider, you may have to make a difficult decision about whether to continue chasing a survivor who has used Dragon Change, or to give up the chase. There is a high probability of downing a survivor who has used all 4 skills. However, if you continue to chase them for too long, the other survivors will have begun searching for them, and you will end up at a disadvantage. Which of these two options is better will depend on the situation at the time. I feel that raiders who play well make that decision quickly. Cell is very weak at level 2, so it's important to evolve quickly. He needs to move quickly to knock down survivors and find civilians. I was lucky in this match and found 1 civilian and knocked down 2 survivors. I'll destroy Area A. This means that survivors must go through Area X to move to Area B. The main purpose of destroying an area is to destroy supplies, but it can also be used to restrict the movement routes in the area. There seem to still be civilians, so I'll search a bit. You can see if there are any civilians left in the subtitles on the left side of the screen. I think I can fight at level 3, but I'm going to aim for level 4. I think I still have time to find the activation key for Area B and collect all 7 Dragon Balls.
Get out here right now!
I've been hearing the survivors' footsteps for a while now. It seems that after destroying the area, they immediately moved to Area B. This is probably because I didn't check the survivor after destroying the area. It was my mistake. Not only did the survivor find the Dragon Ball, but they also found the activation key for Area B. Earlier, I thought I still had time. This kind of development often happens when playing as a raider. The activation system appeared, but I was able to take down survivor number 2. I'll soon evolve to level 4. Immediately after this, I'll attack the survivors gathered in Area B. With the defense phase starting, there's bound to be at least one survivor who's let their guard down. I was able to take down the survivor I could see from the window of the building. Here, I made the mistake of not attacking him and securing the Dragon Ball, even though I was aware that there was another survivor. The sound of the instant transmission was heard. Shimron will be summoned. I will try to disrupt it by destroying the area. When playing as a raider, it is important to stay calm and not rush. For example, it is effective to assume that the survivor is equipped with the Immortal Champion and adjust the position from which you attack the survivor. Attack the Ultimate Dragon Change survivor. This is not to defeat him, but to see what skills he possesses. Of course, it would be great if we could defeat him. However, considering how he has played so far, I think it will be very difficult. Instant rise, instant descent. And considering that he didn't take much damage from Cell's Ki Blast attacks, he probably also has power beyond power. Survivor number 6 seems to be equipped with skills in anticipation of transforming into an Ultimate Dragon Change survivor. This is a very formidable survivor. He's also good at moving around. Instead of trying to fight the raider, he avoids raiders' attacks as much as possible and holds them back. This allows the other survivors to get supplies from Trunks, and they too are ready to fight the raider. The other survivors are also accessing the activation system. Not a single one of them has given up on victory. The access gauge has already progressed to 50%. And the raider hasn't been able to destroy even one level of the activation system. Ideally, before the game gets to this stage, the raider should have prioritized destroying the activation system over downing the survivors. At the very least, when facing these 6 survivors, the raider needs to make that decision quickly. I don't think they are pre-made. They are players who understand this game very well. Survivor number 6 supported his teammates until the very end. The role of the Ultimate Dragon Change survivor is very important. He held back the raider and accessed the activation system, contributing to his team's victory. The other survivors also played their own roles and worked well together. If the board looks like this, the raider has lost. If you don't destroy the activation system and prioritize taking down survivors too much, even a level 4 raider will lose. Also, after playing a raider, it's important to reflect on why you lost. In the exploration phase, it's the route to find civilians and tactics for taking down survivors. In the defense phase, it's tactics when fighting multiple dragon-changed survivors. The examples are endless, but it would be good if you could improve little by little. That's all for my presentation. I'm not very good at playing. So, please take into account the playstyles and opinions of other players. Thank you for watching.